Today, I'm going to be testing 6 of the craziest custom Blox fruits reworks. And for real, guys, some of these fruits are way better than the original. But before we get started, make sure you guys like and subscribe, as well as watch this video to the end for a chance to win a permanent dragon fruit. All right, we are starting this off with the portal rework. Now, in this game, look at this fruit. This honestly looks like a better portal. I mean, this is just a better fruit overall. Look at this. It's like a purple void. It almost looks like the gravity. I thought it was gravity at first, but it's not. It's actually called the warp fruit, which is technically portal. So we're gonna eat this right now, and I hear that this fruit is actually overpowered. Look at all of these moves. So we've got the warp button right here, so we can literally teleport whenever we want. That's just right there. So here we go. We have warping red blast to start off, and look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that animation. Just a huge AoE red blast, and then we have warping blue blast, which here we go. All right, it's pretty much the same thing, but it Uh-oh. Is that a gear 5? All right, we gotta run from the gear 5 real quick. Let's just go over here. You know what? Let's practice some of these moves. So let's try the first few moves on the gear 5. All right, now he's just too overpowered. We're just not gonna be, yeah, look at this. He's too overpowered. We're gonna have to run for now. We're just gonna have to run, and hopefully he, oh my gosh, 3 health. Hopefully he stays away. All right, so we managed to survive, and we are back. We're gonna try warp fusion right now. But before we do that, I realize this actually has an M1. So look at this M1. Portal has an M1 that actually does something. All right, it's not just that jump, but look at this. It's actually a sick M1. So I think that's a W move. All right, now it's time for warp fusion. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, that's literally a hollow purple. That's a literal hollow purple. It literally brings in the blue and the red, and boom. So there we go. We literally have the Gojo fruit. This is pretty much the Gojo fruit. And then we have warp up, which we're gonna check this out right now. Whoa. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. Is that the purple nuke? Hold on. We got to see this from afar. We got to zoom out, and we got to check this out again. All right, here we go. We've got the blue and the red. The blue goes around, and then the red comes down and just explodes underneath. And then we have warp domain. So this is going to be like the domain expansion. Let's see it right now. Ooh, wait a minute. Look at that. Ooh. Wait, why did it stop? What? Come on. Wait a minute. That actually looked way cooler than the one in Blox fruits, but it just didn't stay. That's so disappointing, because that actually was going to look, that actually looked so cool. Hold on. Let's try it one more time. So look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at that. But then why does it fall? It just falls. All right, so that's pretty underwhelming, but just to go over this again, we've got warping red blast, we got blue blast, we have warp fusion, we have warp up. Oh, here we go, here we go. We have an M1. We have the warp domain that sadly doesn't work, but look at how cool it is. Look at how cool it is. And then we could teleport, which we can't teleport in this game because there's nowhere to teleport to. But to start off, this is a strong rework. I rate this a 10 out of 10. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys can all guess what fruit I have in my hand right now. And if you can't, it is actually the dough fruit. So it does look a bit different, but I'm sure it has the same power. So let's eat this dough fruit right now. Dough fruit V2. Look at all these moves. So let's try dough fist right now. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. The one thing I do realize about this is a lot of these ranged moves just do not have a cutoff. Like this thing probably flies. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see that in slow motion. Look at this. We're going to charge this up. Watch how far this goes. This goes literally into outer space to planet Pluto. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Can we hit? Let's see how far we can hit with it. Let's go. Oh my goodness. My controls. All right, let's see this right here. Oh my gosh. All right. This thing's got some range already. And all right, let's try our X move. We got sticky dough. All right. What the heck did that do? Okay. I think that's going to pick up a person, but we have no one in this server to pick up. But I don't know why it has no cooldown. It literally has no cooldown. All right, did we just find the most overpowered fruit? Maybe. All right, let's try dough buzz cut. That's an interesting move because I don't know where they got the buzz cut part from. It's definitely an interesting move. All right, let's see it. Dough buzz cut. Ooh. All right, so that's pretty much the C move in the original, but it's called something better. Dough buzz cut. Imagine hitting someone with a dough buzz cut in PvP. Oh my goodness. All right, dough barrage. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's pretty much the same move as well. But this one looks... How much range does it have? Oh my goodness. All right, look at this. You could literally just be chilling. You could be chilling up here. watching a fight. Someone makes you mad. Just just from a distance, you could destroy them. All right, now let's try dough roll. This is going to be the movement option that we have for dough. And I assume, yeah, it's just gonna be dough roll. It's just gonna be way slower. So if you guys enjoy pretty much, this is pretty much the same as walking. So maybe this is just for show. You know, maybe this is just, you know, a decoy, if you may. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Now I wonder, can we, all right, we can't do moves while we're in the dough roll, obviously, but I just wanted to try. And there's no M1 for this either. And here I have the flame fruit. This is the flame rework. I honestly think this fruit looks better than the original. I don't know. This one just looks more authentically flame, if that means anything. All right, so let's eat this right now. Here we go. Flame fruit. First move, flame fist. Ooh, look at that range. All right, hold on. Let's back up. Let's back up. Let's see if we can hit at the end of the arena with the flame fist. Oh my gosh. All right, yeah, here we go. Now we have flame flies. That's an interesting move name. So here we go. Why does it make a laser gun noise? All right, so pretty much we have a laser gun as our X move. And then, all right, flame sun sounds like it's going to be sick. So hold on. Let's see this. Oh my goodness. This is just me charging it up. So let's just launch this thing. Ooh, all right, so that's pretty cool. That move, honestly, is obviously the best so far. And then we have flame flight. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so they cut my person in half and put fire under him. And it's very slow. I don't really like it. But when we use flame sun, it looks good. It looks good. And then the other moves are all right. So this is pretty good. This is all right. Flame Sun's a cool move, but that's about it. So I guess it seems like with this next fruit, I'm going to be turning in to the Batman. I mean, what else would you think? It's got a ton of bats coming out of this, but this is the shadow fruit right here. So we're going to try the shadow fruit. Hopefully we get a Batman transformation though. So we have just eaten the shadow fruit. There's no M1. You know, these guys are killing me without these M1s, but we have 4 moves. We have shadow attack. What just happened? Hold on, shadow attack. There we go. Okay, hold on. Let's try it up in the sky. Let's do it one more time. Okay, all right. That is a cool move. That's a cool move. That's probably one of the best ranged looking. That's probably the best looking range move in this game. Let's try shadow mode. Oh, wait a minute. Did we just turn into Batman? Okay, all right. So it pretty much just does this big circle of ghost masks, scream masks, and then makes a fart noise and spawns this circle around me. I like it. And then we have shadow. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Oh, a nuke? Another fart bomb? Hold on, wait, how does this have range? Okay, it does have range, so we could pretty much just spawn this on someone. And what does it look like if you stand in it? Does it consume the enemy in darkness? I hope. Let's stand in this. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, imagine we just start jump scaring people like that. Imagine, just you're standing there and boom, this appears out of nowhere. All right, let's try shadow flight. Oh, what the heck? I'm literally just a 2D ghost with the scream mask, and then coming out of my butt is this trail of black smoke. So, all right, that's an interesting flight transformation, to say the least. All right, guys, I can't lie to you. I actually have no idea what this fruit is, so we're gonna find out together. All I know is that this is probably the coolest, most overpowered looking fruit I've ever seen so far. So when we eat this, I'm gonna expect something incredible. So here we go. Let's see what it is. We ate the Goro V2 fruit. So wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is the rumble fruit. So this is the rumble fruit rework. So it looks like we have Thunder Rage, which honestly, that might look better than the Blox fruits one. The Blox fruits rumble is a little bit outdated. So let's try Thunder Dragon. Ooh, okay. So it literally just launches a lightning bolt that tracks. So yeah, look at that. All right, that's pretty cool. Now we have Thunder Ball. Look at this charge up. Here we go. Thunder Ball. Ooh. All right, that actually looks pretty sick. Oh my goodness, and look at our dash. Our dash is electrified. All right, so now we literally have a move called Electrify, which is this right here. I don't know what that does, but I think it just, maybe that's an emote. Maybe we just emote on people. And now we have Electric Punch. So I assume you grab someone and then you just punch them into the ground. So this is a cool rumble rework. I mean, look at this. That looks sick. And then we have Thunder Dragon. So honestly, this is a W rework. It's a rumble fruit. So, you know, I didn't know it at first. It didn't really look like the rumble fruit, but it's the rumble fruit. You know, this is a good fruit. I like this rework. Any normal Blox fruit player would look at this fruit and say, oh my goodness, that's Blizzard. But what if I told you it's not Blizzard? It's actually called the Revive fruit, and it's pretty much the ghost fruit. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So it's called the Revive fruit. And look, we have Rage Call, which is interesting. I mean, look at this move. This is huge. This is supposed to be the ghost fruit, and we just literally just spawned this huge cloud. And then we have Raging Shout, and there we go. That's how you guys know it's the ghost fruit. And then we have Slam. Oh, is it not working? So we have to be in the air. We literally just get launched up. We've got a little 2D ghost to take us for the ride if the move wants to work. There we go. And then we boom right in the ground. And then we do have our revival. So that's if we were to die, we would just get revived. And then guys, wait till you see this flight move. This is called Wander. It just puts a light right in the middle of your character, and this is your flight. But overall, Rage Call is probably the best move. And then we have Raging Shout, we have Slam, and then the revival and the Wander. So this is an okay fruit. Honestly, Rage Call carries it, but this is supposed to be the ghost rework, even though it looks like Blizzard, and it doesn't really have any moves that seem like ghosts except for the revival. But all right, guys, that is all I have for you today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.